ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनं श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Dear friends, we are in this Mundakopanishad, the third part of Mundaka, that is the third Mundaka, first Khanda, and then we are reading the fourth mantra, 3-1-4. The mantra is Prano Hyesha Yas Sarvabhutair Vibhati Vijanan Vidwan Bhavate Nativadi. We were reading the Bhashyam under that. So we saw this word called Sarvabhutair Vibhati, Itham Bhutalashane Trutiya. What is that Trutiya Vibhakti, etc.? We saw that grammar. Then again, Evam Sarvabhutastham Yaha Sakshad Atmabhavena Ayamahamasmiti Vijanan Vidwan. So the person who realizes that this particular entity which is there, which is the self of all, it is my own self. So when he realizes that, so then once he realizes that there is nothing apart from that Brahman, so then he becomes what? He does not become Ativadi. He does not become, it does not say what he becomes. It says he will become he will not become an Ativadi. So that's what he is going to say. Let us read the line. We read this particular line in the last class. That is, Evam sarvabhutastham yaha sakshad atmabhavena ahamasmiti vijanan vidwan vakyartha jnana matrena sa bhavate bhavati na bhavati ityetat. Na bhavati, there is a connection. Na bhavate, bhavate na ativadi. Here, up to this bhavate, it is ending. That is, vidwan vakyartha jnana matrena. What is which vakya? Mahavakya, that Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, etc., that particular teaching, he has that teaching, and then he undergoes that process of Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, all that. So after all that, he also realizes, not merely Vakyartha, but also Jnana, that is, he is also experiencing it. After that, so then he na bhavati. What? Na bhavati, what? It is explaining, it is questioning. You got it? Yes. Let us read. Kim Ativadi Atitya Sarvan Anyan Vaditum Shilamasya Ityativadi.
Ativadi Atitya Sarvan Anyan Vaditum Shilamasya iti Ativadi.
Yastvevam Sakshat Atmanam
Yastvevam Sakshat Atmanam
Pranasya Pranam Vidwan Na Ativadi Sa na bhavati ityarthaha. Ativadi Sa na bhavati ityarthaha. So this man does not become an Ativadi. So it is explaining what is an Ativadi. Kim means what? What means what is it that he does not become? So Kim means what is it that he is not going to become? What? Ativadi. Ativadi means Atitya Sarvan Anyan Vaditum Shilamasya iti Ativadi. Ativadi, we normally use the word to refer to somebody who is an extremist. So here the point is not like that. Brahma is one thing which is existing, and beyond that there is nothing else. So Atitya, Brahmanam Atitya Nakinchid Vadati. So he is seeing Brahman everywhere. So apart from Brahman he has nothing else to say. He doesn't say anything beyond Brahman. He has nothing more to say. So that is the point. He has nothing more to say. He doesn't go beyond this particular thing called Brahma, because that is Brahman is the only thing which he is seeing. So that is the point. Atitya Sarvan Anyan Vaditum. So he is talking about something else. Suppose you are talking about some politics. You are talking about some Trump or Hillary Clinton or some about something like a film hero, some film. So all these things, if you are talking, then you are talking something which is an Ativadi. That means you are indulging in other things. You are indulging in all other activities, all other, say, worldly activities. Whereas this man, he is not indulging in all those activities. He is only reveling in himself. He is reveling in that bliss of Brahman. So that we are going to see that line also. Atitya. Atitya means beyond. Atitya. Atitya sarvan anyan. Say going beyond this Brahman and talking about others. Going beyond Brahman and talking about others. That is the Sheelam. Sheelam asya iti ativadi. That is, ativadi is a person who goes beyond this Brahman and then talks about other things. So this man does not become ativadi. So ativadi, yastu evam sakshad atmanam vidvan. The yastu means on the other hand, the person who sakshad atmanam, so directly he sees this sakshad atmanam, he realizes that atma as what? Pranasya pranam. Pranasya pranam, this word we have seen in Kenopanishad. This is the very life of life. Pranasya pranam, shrotrasya shrotram, etc. That means that is the thing which is behind everything else. The satta and spuranam, there are two things, isn't it? We talk about satta and spuranam. Satta means existence, spurana means consciousness. Sat and chit, let us say. Sat and chit, in other words, it is called satta and spuranam. So this sat and chit of everything on earth is that of Brahman only. Brahma satta atiriktam nakinchid vastu asti. That is what we can say. Brahma satta atiriktam means apart from the existence of Brahma, satta of Brahma, there is nothing else. So that is the point. So pranasya pranam, vidwan means knowing, a person who knows, having known that. Ativadi sa na bhavati ityarthaha. He doesn't have anything to say because he is only seeing Brahman everywhere. Then sarvam yada atmaiva
Sarvam yat atmaiva
yada
atmaiva
na anyadasti iti drushtam
na anyadasti iti drushtam
tada kim hyasau atitya vadet.
tada kim hyasau kim hi asavat
Asau aditya vadet. Atitya. Asavatitya means asau atitya. Sandhi. Asavatitya is asau atitya. Asavatitya vadet. That is, sarvam yada atmaiva nanyadasti iti drushtam. When it is seen. Yada drushtam means when it is seen. What? Sarvam atmaiva. Everything is that Atman. Na anyadasti. There is nothing beyond this. When this person realizes like that, then tada kim hi asau atitya vadet. Kim atitya vadet. What can he say beyond this? What can he say beyond this? Kim hi asau atitya vadet means indeed. He is indeed. What can he say? Indeed, what can he say beyond this? That is the meaning. Then yasya tu aparam anyadrushtam asti sa tadatitya vadati. Sa tadatitya vadati. Okay. Yasya tu, of a person in whose case aparam means something else. Aparam means something else. He is not seeing everything as Brahman. He is seeing something. He is seeing Bheda Drushti. He is seeing say X, Y. He is seeing a friend, enemy, etc., etc. All these things. Yasya tu aparam. Aparam means anyat. Anyad drushtam asti. When somebody has seen something else, somebody sees things as different. Somebody sees things as different from Brahman. That is the point. Somebody sees things as different from Brahman. Then sa tadatitya vadati. Then he will say, okay, he is my friend, he is my enemy, he is this, it is this, this is my politics, this is my religion, etc., etc. He will say. So that is what he is going to say. Atitya vadati. Brahmanam atitya. So beyond Brahma he is saying something because he is seeing all difference, divergence. Then ayam tu vidwan atmano anyatra anyat na pashyati nanyat shrunoti nanyat vijanati ato na ativadati. Okay. So he is explaining further. What is this ativadi? He is explaining further. Ayam tu vidwan. On this and on the other hand, this particular vidwan, this particular jnani, atmanaha anyat na pashyati. He doesn't see anything beyond Atma. He sees everything as Atma. Then na anyatu shrunoti. He does not see anything here. He does not hear anything beyond Brahman. Na anyad vijanati. He doesn't experience anything beyond Brahman. Vijnana is experience. Vijanati is experiences. He does not experience anything beyond Brahman. So therefore, ataha na ativadati. He doesn't talk anything beyond Brahma. He only talks about that. Then kincha
किञ्च
atmakridaha
आत्मक्रीडः
आत्मन्येव च क्रीडा क्रीडनं यस्य नान्यत्र पुत्रदारादिषु स आत्मक्रीडः
आत्मन्येव क्रीडा क्रीडनं यस्य न अन्यत्र पुत्रदारादिषु
स आत्मक्रीडः आत्मक्रीडः what is आत्मक्रीडः means this is again a बहुव्रीहि समासम बहुव्रीहि समास that is आत्मन्येव क्रीडा यस्य सः आत्मनि एव क्रीडा यस्य सः आत्मक्रीडः आत्मनि एव means in Atma itself. Krida means his sport, his all his thinking, all his activity is in this Atman only, about this Atman only. So he is called Atma Krida. Atmani Krida Yasya Saha. Whenever these words appear, Yasya Saha, Pitam Ambaram, Yasya Saha, Pitambaraha. So like that. So this is again Atma Kridaha, Atma Ratihi. These are Bahurihi Samasas. So Atma Kridaha. Atmani evacha krida. Kridanam means sport. Not exactly is playing volleyball or football with that Atma. He is merely thinking about it. He is thinking about that Atman in so many different ways. Because this mananam involves so many types of say logical thinking, isn't it? Nididhyasanam. Again, say thinking about the same thing. So all these things in different say prakriyas, in so many different ways, he is thinking about that Atman only. So, Atmani eva krida, kridanam yasya, na anyatra putra daradishu. He is not much bothered about this putra, dara, daraha. Daraha means wife. Daraha not means wives. Daraha in Sanskrit, daraha is singular. Daraha is singular, though it looks to be plural. So, putra daradishu, in children, wife, etc. Sa atma kridaha. So, that gentleman is called atma kridaha. Similarly, Atmaratihi. Tatha Atmaratihi. Atmanyeva cha rati ramanam pritiri yasya sa Atmaratihi. This is also a Bahurihi Samasa. Atmaniyeva rati yasya sa Atmaratihi. Atmaniyeva. In this Atman itself, rati ramanam. Ramanam means enjoying. Ramanam means enjoying. Rati actually, in fact, if you go to some other normal meaning of Rati also, normal means in colloquial sense, Rati also means sexual intercourse. If you see Kama Shastra or something like that, the meaning will be sexual intercourse. But Ram Dhatu, the literal meaning of Ram Dhatu is to enjoy. Enjoy. Ramanam. Ramana, you say, Ramana, what is the meaning of Ramana? Ramana means a person who makes everybody else happy. So that is it, Ramana. Ramante yoginaha yasmin iti Ramaha. Ramante yoginaha yasmin iti Ramaha. The meaning of the word Rama is the yogis, they revel in that particular name. They are so pleased, they are very happy with that name. Ramante yoginaha. They are so they find bliss in that name. So that is what is Rama. So like that, Rati. Rati is that experience is called Rati. Ramanam is an experience, isn't it? That experience is called Rati. So this Rati Ramanam Preetihi, yeah, Preeti, extreme liking, extreme like, that is what is called Preeti. He is so fond of it. So Preetihi yasya sa Atmaratihi. He is always fond of it. He takes, say, he derives bliss from that. So he is that Atmaratihi. Then he is explaining the small difference between Krida and Rati. Krida Bahya Sadhana Apeksha. Ratistu sadhana nirapeksha bahya vishaya pritimatramiti visheshaha. Visheshaha means slight distinction. What is the distinction between these two? Krida means bahu sadhana apeksha. Krida, usually you need some sport, means you need somebody, a partner, some game equipment, some tools, etc. But then bahya sadhana apeksha. Apeksha means dependent on that. Then Ratistu, Rati is something, there is no Bahya Sadhana. A yogi, for example, he revels in the name of Rama. He just, he has just absolute liking for that. He loves it. So it is a love on his side. There is no need for something else. There is no need for external thing. He simply loves it. So that is what is Atma, Rati. Sadhana Nirapeksha. Nirapeksha means not dependent on, not contingent on any sadhana, not contingent on any external sadhana. Bahya Vishaya Preeti Matram. It is just he likes it, that's all. He likes it. Bahya Vishaya in this particular case is, there is no Bahya Vishaya. It is, technically he is explaining Rati and Krida. But then in this particular case, there is no Bahya Vishaya. This particular realized person, he is reveling in that Atma, the bliss of Atman. So that is Atma Ratihi. Then we are now coming to the word Kriyavan. Kriyavan, this van is Matuparthakam, isn't it? Matu Pratyaya. Dhanavan, Gunavan, Buddhiman. So like that Matu Pratyaya. Kriyavan means one who has actions. That means what type of actions he is going to say. Tatha Kriyavan. Jnana Dhyana Vairagyadi Kriya Yasya Soyam Kriyavan.
Jnana Dhyana Vairagyadi Kriya Yasya Soyam Kriyavan.
Kriya Yasya Sa Kriyavan, isn't it? Kriya Yasya Saha Kriyavan. So the one person who has Kriya. What is the type of Kriya? Because we are now talking about the Jnani. In the Jnani's context, there can be a Jnani Karma. Jnani Karma means like, say, King Janaka, etc. A person who is a king and he is also a realized person, he is continuing his Prarabdha Karma. Of course, Shankaracharya here is not referring to that. He is referring to a pure sannyasi. He is referring to a pure sannyasi who is not having that, those duties also. He is only talking about Jnana, Dhyana, Vairagyadi Kriya. So, Dhyanam is one karma. Then, Jnana. Jnana means this Vakyartha Jnana. Knowing about, recalling this meaning of Aham Brahmasmi, deliberating on the meaning of Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, etc., etc. So, that is Jnana. Dhyana, meditation. Vairagya, Adi, Kriya, Yasya. So, he is only having this Antaranga Sadhanani. So we have come across this word called Antaranga Sadhanam and Bahiranga Sadhanam. Bahiranga Sadhanam is Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga means he is doing karma with, Ishwararpana Buddhi. There Kartrutva is very much there. In Karma Yoga, Kartrutva is very much there. Jnani Karma, Kartrutva is not there. Karmanya Karma Yah Pashyad, he goes above that. So here Shankaracharya is restricting even that, and he is only saying, he is only talking about a sannyasi, a pure Shuddha sannyasi, who is only having these tasks, that is Jnana, Dhyana, Vairagya, which are, of course, they are the internal things. They are associated with Jnana. They are not something which are not associated with Jnana. If somebody says, I am Jnani and then I can do anything, I can do any criminal act, etc., he is not a Jnani. Because that notion of when he says, I can do anything, that notion of I is very much there, very strongly. He may be an intellectual giant, but he is not a Jnani. So here, Jnana, so these are the things which are associated always. Jnana, Vairagya, all these things. These are the Kriya Yasya. Soyam Kriyavan. He is further explaining, Samasa Pathe, Atmaratireva Kriyasya Vidyate iti, Bahurihi Matuvarthayoho, Anyataro Atirichyate. Here we have to see some grammar. So the text says Atmaratih Kriyavan, isn't it? You see the text, Atma Kridaha Atmaratih Kriyavan. Shankaracharya is saying it can also be taken as Atmaratih Kriyavan. That becomes a Samasa Patha. Vyasta, Samasanam and say Vyasta, you know the difference. Samasa is something which is brought together. Vyasta means different. So Samasa Pathe means in the version in which you can make a Samasa of these two. In the version in which you can make a Samasa of these two, that is Atmaratihi and Kriyavan becomes Atmaratik Kriyavan. So then Atmaratik Kriya. Suppose I say Sandhya Vandana Kriya. What does it mean? The Kriya which is Sandhya Vandana. It becomes a Samasa again. Sandhya Vandanam itself is a Samasa. Sandhyayam Vandanam or Sandhyayaha Vandanam, whatever it is. So it depends on how you derive the Vigraha Vakyam. So that is again is Samasa. Then Sandhya Vandanam itself is a Kriya. Sandhya Vandanancha Tat Kriya Sa Kriyacha. Suppose I say Sandhya Vandanam is Kriya. So that becomes a Karmadhare Samasam. Sandhya Vandanancha Sa Kriyacha. So like that, Atmarati Kriya. Atmarati itself is a Kriya. Atmarati Kriyavan means, apart from this Atmarati Kriya, he doesn't have anything else. You followed it? Atmarati kriya means that here again there are two samasas, you see. Atmarati kriya, Atmarati kriya is the say Bahurihi samasa. Atmarati kriya, if you want to say Bahurihi, make a Bahurihi samasa, Atmarati kriya will be a Bahurihi samasa. That is Atmaratihi kriya yasya saha Atmarati kriya. Then this Matubarthaka is redundant actually. Atmarati kriyavan. So when you say Atmarati kriyavan, then you don't take this as Bahurihi, you have to take it as Karmadharaya. Atmarati kriya van. Atmarati kriya yasya saha Atmarati kriya van. So there is no grammatical mistake here. Atmarati kriya van, there is no grammatical mistake. You can take it as Bahurihi or you can take it as Karmadharaya. Here of course in the notes, this editor Subramanya Shastri, is S.S. Subramanya Shastri, so he has given a very detailed notes. Atmarati kriya yasya iti Bahurihi samase, Atmarati kriya iti rupam. Bahurihi samasa, if you take it as Bahurihi samasa, Atmarati kriya iti rupam. Atmarati reva kriya, Atmarati kriya, Tadvan iti matup. So you can take it as Atmarati kriya. If you say Atmarati kriya, that becomes Bahurihi. Atmarati kriya van. So that Atmarati kriya van, Tadvan iti matup. So matu pratyaya. So in both cases the meaning is there. But then he says Bahurihi Matuvarthayoho Anyataraha. Between these two, there is a special meaning. Between these two, this Matup conveys a special meaning. That is what he is going to say. So here he says, so Subramanya Shastri's line I am reading. Tarhi Matuvarthaha Atirichyate. Atirichyate means Artha Vishesha Bodhako Bhavati. So Atirichyate is Shankaracharya's word, isn't it? What is the meaning of Atirichyate? Artha Vishesha Bodhako Bhavati. Which means it is conveying a special meaning. What is this special meaning? He is going to say, Sacha Bahya Kriya Rupa Kriyantara Nivruttirityarthaha. It is totally negating any type of external activity. Bahya Kriya Rupa Kriyantara Nivrittihi. It is negating any type of Kriyantaram, any other activity apart from any other activity which is external in nature. So that is it. So Shankaracharya, of course, he has not mentioned it. This Subramanya Shastri has given an explanation for that. Did you understand this grammatical point? Matuvarthayoho anyataraha atirichyate. It conveys a special significance. It conveys a special meaning. Then here there is a small Purvapaksha. He is anticipating, not anticipating, he is explaining a likely Purvapaksha. Kechittu Agnihotradi Karma Brahma Vidyayoho Samuchayartham Icchanti. You have to read it as Agnihotradi Karma Brahma Vidyayoho. Not Karma Brahma Vidyayoho, Agnihotradi Karma Brahma Vidyayoho Samuchayartham Icchanti. The Samuchaya, a combination between the two. What? Agnihotradi Karma Brahma Vidya. Agnihotradi Karma Brahma Vidyayoho Samuchayam Icchanti. Some people, they desire to say this Atmarati Kriyavan. When you say Kriyavan, this Mimamsaka is extremely happy. We are saying it may be Jnani Karma. Shankaracharya is not even referring to Jnani Karma. But then Mimamsaka will say it is not Jnani Karma. No, all this karma, Vaidika Karma is very much there. Vaidika Karma is very much there. You are doing Yajna, Agnihotram and whatnot. And side by side, sometimes you listen to this Upanishad and all that. So that is what he says. So Kechittu, on the other hand, some people, Agnihotradi Karma, Brahma Vidyayoho, Samuchayam Icchanti, they have desire combination. It is not possible. Because, why is it not possible? For this very simple reason, only one point we have to remember here. In this Agnihotradi Karma, that Kartrutva Bhavana is there. In Agnihotradi Karma, that I am doing this karma, there is a Sankalpa, I am doing this Esha Karma, so and so Karma Samarabhe, with this Sankalpa, etc. In Brahma Jnanam, there is no Sankalpa, there is no notion of I, that Kartrutva is gone. So that is why these two cannot be mixed. That is the basic point. This is the only point we have to remember, important point. In all karma, Kartrutva is there. In Jnana, there is no Kartrutva. That is the point. So, Icchanti. Tacha, Esha Brahmavidam Varishta Ityanena Mukyartha Vachanena Virudhyate. Nahi बाह्यक्रीडः आत्मरतिश्च भवितुं शक्तः कश्चित्
बाह्यक्रीडः आत्मरतिश्च भवितुं शक्तः कश्चित्
बाह्यक्रिया विनिवृत्तो हि
बाह्यक्रिया विनिवृत्तो हि
आत्मक्रीडो भवति
आत्मक्रीडो भवति
बाह्यक्रिया आत्मक्रीडयोर्विरोधात्.
बाह्यक्रीडा आत्मक्रीडयोर्विरोधात्.
Okay, he is still explaining. Tacha, what your contention if you want to say that these two can be united, it is contradicting this main line called say Brahmavidam Varishtaha, Esha Brahmavidam Varishtaha. This gentleman is the most exalted among the Brahmavettas. So that is something which is contradicted. Because Brahmavid, on one hand you are saying that he is Brahman. In that Brahman there is no Kartrutva. So how can you bring these two together? Esha Brahmavidam Varishta Ityanena Mukhyartha Vachanena Viruddhyate. This is the Mukhyartha Vachanam. The sentence, the basic point which is asserted by this mantra is this gentleman is the most exalted among the Brahmavidaha. So that is contradicting. And he is also further explaining. Nahi Bahya Kridaha Atmaratisya Bhavitum Shaktaha Kaschit. So one person cannot be Bahya Krida at the same time and also become Atmarati. He can't ride on two horses or two boats traveling in different direction. Maybe you may be able to ride on two horses, we do not know. Two boats which are traveling in opposite direction or horses in opposite direction, let us say. Nahi Bahya Kridaha Atmaratisya Bhavitum Shaktaha Kaschit. So nobody can become a Bahya Krida, somebody who is having external activity and also Atmarati. This is not a part-time job. So that is the point. Bahya Kriya Vinivrutohi. It is only one who is Bahya Krida Vinivruttaha, one who has withdrawn from all this Bahya Krida. Vinivruttaha means one who has withdrawn from this Bahya Krida. Only then Atma Krido Bhavati. Because this is something, if you want to revel in Atman, you will not be thinking about some film and some other activity or some other activity. So all those activities have to be shaved off from the mind. That is what is the Mundanam. Mundakopanishad says Mundanam. Mundanam means all those things have to be shaved off from the head. So Vinivritto hi Atma Krido Bhavati Bahya Kriya Atma Kridayoho Virodhat. Because there is a contradiction between Bahya Krida and Atma Krida. Then Nahi Tamah Prakashayor Yugapad Ekatra Sthiti Sambhavati. So Tamah Prakashayoho, of darkness and light, they can't be together at one point of time. Then Tasmat Asat Pralapitameva etat Anena Jnana Karma Samuchaya Pratipadanam. So this advocacy of this Jnana Karma Samuchaya Pratipadanam means postulation or advocacy. This advocacy of this combination of this Jnana and Karma, this is something which is asat pralapitam. This is something which is a asat. Asat means something which is a false. Pralapitam means some meaningless talk. Pralapa. It is a sort of false rabble, you can say. A false rabble. False talk and just a mere empty talk. So, not even empty, here asat. Asat means false only. Pralapitam means you can say rabble is a correct word. Asat pralapitameva. Etad anena. Anena means by this gentleman who is a Purupakshi, by this gentleman who is a Mimamsaka. Jnana Karma Samuchaya Pratipadanam. This Pratipadana, this postulation of this Jnana Karma Samuchaya is something which is, it is a false rabble. It doesn't stand to logic. He is further explaining. Anya Vacho Vimunchatha. Sannyasa Yogat. Ityadi Shrutibhyascha. We have seen this line, Anya Vacho Vimunchatha. You leave all other words. We have seen earlier. Anya Vacho Vimunchatha. You leave all other words, he said. Then again, Sannyasa Yoga Dhyata Yashuddha Sattvaha we are going to see in the same Upanishad. Sannyasa Yoga. So all these Shrutis are saying that this man is somebody who is a Nivrutta, Vinivrutta from all the Bahya Krida. Somebody who has withdrawn from all the external activity. Then Tasmad Ayameva Iha Kriyavan Yo Jnana Dhyanadi Kriyavan So Abhinna Kriyavan Saha Abhinnartha Maryada Sannyasi. Okay, your book says this one version is Asambhinna Arya Maryadaha. My book says Abhinnartha Maryada Sannyasi. Abhinnartha Maryada Sannyasi. Maybe both the versions I have seen in what is this? Gita Press text also they have said Arya Maryada. Abhinnarya Maryadaha. Not Asambhinna. Your book adds one more thing. Asambhinna. My book says Abhinnartha. The Gita Press book says Abhinnarya Maryada. So anyway, the meaning almost is same. Tasmad ayameva iha kriyavan. So when you say kriyavan, he is that kriyavan. Ayameva atra kriyavan. He is that kriyavan. Vahu yaha jnana dhyanadi kriyavan. The person who is having this jnanam, dhyanam, tapas, etc. as kriya, he is the only kriyavan who is referred to here. Yaha saha kriyavan saha abhinnartha maryada sannyasi. Abhinnarya Maryada also you can say somebody who is not violating the dictates of violating the norms. Somebody who is not violating the norms of say Arya Maryada. Maryada means a norm. Maryada means a limit. Artha that Maryada word is there or not?
Yes.
Okay, Maryada means a norm. A norm. See, this is Abhinna means not breaking. He is not breaking any code. He is not breaking the Aryan code. You can say, you can Arya, Dravida, that difference is not there here. Arya means a civilized person. So he is not breaking any norm of the gentry, let us say. He is not breaking any norm of the gentry. Artha Maryada, Abhinna Arya Maryada, you can say he is not breaking the code of any righteous people. So that is it. Abhinna Arya Maryada. Arya means a respectable person. Abhinnartha Maryada means he is sticking on to this, whatever is the artham, whatever is the text. He is not going beyond the text. So that is what it means. And who is that sannyasi? Ya evam lakshanaha na ativadi atmakridaha atmaratihi kriyavan brahmanishtaha sa brahmavidam sarvesham varishtaha pradhanaha. Ya evam lakshanaha. The one who is of this nature, who is having this, who is of this nature, of this characteristics, na ativadi, the person who is not talking anything beyond the Brahma, then Atma Kridaha, Atmaratihi, Kriyavan, and Brahmanishtaha. He is adding a word called Brahmanishta. He is always in that in that awareness of Brahman. And then Sa Brahmavidam Varishtaha. Brahmavidam Sarvesham, among all the Brahmavettas, he is the greatest. Of course, here, we can get it out. Brahmavit becomes Brahmaiva, isn't it? Brahmavit Brahmaiva bhavati. Then where is the comparison between one Brahmavetta and another Brahmavetta? You can get a doubt. So maybe you can take it as a sort of praise, some sort of say stuti. You can take it as a stuti. Or Swami Dayananda gives a slight change in interpretation called Brahma. Brahma also means Veda. Brahmavidam Varishtaha means from among all the people who are learned in Vedas, he is the greatest man. So that meaning also can be taken because it is not contradicting of the doctrine. Brahma can be taken to mean Veda. Brahmavidam Varishtaha means among all the people who are Veda Pandits or Veda scholars, he is the most exalted because he has understood the meaning. So that also you can take. Or if you say Brahmavidam Varishtaha, among all the Brahmavettas he is equal, you can take it as a stuti. Then now we are coming to next mantra. Adhuna satyadini bhikshoho samyajnana sahakarini sadhanani vidhiyante. Sahakarini sadhanani. Now there is now certain things are being prescribed. Vidhiyante. Vidhiyante means being prescribed. What are they? Adhuna now. Satyadini, Satyam, etc. Satyam, Tapas, Brahmacharyam, etc., etc. All those things they are now being prescribed. Satyadini, Bhikshoho. Bhikshoho means for a sannyasi, for a bhikshu. Bhikshu, Bhikshoho is Shashti Ekvachanam. Bhikshoho for a some bhikshu, for a sannyasi. Samyajnana Sahakarini. These are all the Sahakari sadhanani. Sahakari, Bahiranga sadhanani. Sahakari. Sahakari sadhana means auxiliary. These are all secondary sadhanalu. All these things, this is for Chitta Shuddhi and what not. Sahakari sadhanani, vidhiyante, nivrutti pradhanani. So these are all meant for nivrutti. These are all meant to lead to nivrutti. Ultimately they are meant to lead to nivrutti. Then let us read the mantra. सत्येन लभ्यस्तपसा ह्येष आत्मा
सत्येन लभ्यस्तपसा ह्येष आत्मा
सम्यग्ज्ञानेन ब्रह्मचर्येण नित्यम्
सम्यग्ज्ञानेन ब्रह्मचर्येण नित्यम्
अन्तःशरीरे ज्योतिर्मयो हि शुभ्रो
अन्तःशरीरे ज्योतिर्मयो हि शुभ्रो
यं पश्यन्ति यतयः क्षीणदोषाः
यं पश्यन्ति यतयः
यतयश्क्षीणदोषाः
यतयश्चीनदोषाः
यतयः क्षीणदोषाः. So satyena labhyah, overall meaning let us see. Satyena labhyah tapasa hi yesha atma. He means surely, not because. Satyena labhyah tapasa hi. Surely, definitely, indeed. Satyena labhyah. By this satyam. Satyam does not mean satyam jnanam anantam. Truthfulness. Because these are all the auxiliary virtues which you consciously cultivate. You can recall that line from what is this Gita Bhashyam. In Gita Bhashyam there is a wonderful line which says Sarvatra hi Vedanta Shastre Krutarthasya Lakshanani Yani Tanyeva Sadhanani. There is a beautiful line. That is, whatever are the characteristics of a realized person, a seeker has to consciously cultivate. A realized person, he is always truthful. A realized person, he is having this tapas as his characteristic. He is having brahmacharyam as his characteristic. So a seeker has to consciously cultivate it. So that is what he says. So here you can take that also. So satyena labhyaha. By such truthfulness and other things, gradually you are going near to that Brahma. Labhyaha. Tapasa. By tapas also. Tapas means jnana, related to jnana, not chandrayana. Shankaracharya is going to say not fasting and other things, but this is associated with jnana. He, surely, indeed, yesha atma, this particular atma, then samyak jnanena, by proper understanding of the Vedic text, then brahmacharyena, avoidance of the sexual indulgence, then nityam, nityam means always, nityam also he is going to explain in a wonderful way. Nityam means always. Then antashsharire means in this hrudaya kashe, in this buddhi guha, in this earlier we have seen buddhi guha referred to Anandamaya Kosha. Of course, here he is not referring to Anandamaya Kosha. You can say buddhi guha in general. And Jyotirmayaha, he, Shubhraha, this Shubhraha, this Shuddha means unalloyed by any of these, untainted, unalloyed by any of these worldly attributes. There is this Chaitanya which is there. Jyotirmayaha, this is what is enlightening. This is what is enlivening. This is what is enabling us to perceive, to know, to see everything. So that is the Jyoti. By this only we are able to see. By this only we are able to experience. All our senses and mind are working because of this Jyoti. So this Antarjyotihi, and then Jyotirmayaha, Shubhraha, yam pashyati yatayaha shinadoshaha yam pashyanti. So all these rishis, sages, the one whom the sages see, you are going to go near by virtue of satyam, tapas, brahmacharyam, etc. So that is the structure. Yatayaha yam pashyanti tam satyena saha tapasa satyena labhyaha. The sentence is like this. Yatayaha yam pashyanti saha satyena labhyaha tapasa labhyaha brahmacharyena labhyaha. Like that. So let us read the bhashyam. Satyena anrutatyagena mrushavadana labhyaha praptavyaha. Okay, Satyena. Satyam is what? Telling the truth. So Shankaracharya is giving a different meaning called anrutatyagena, avoidance of untruth. You see, there is no compulsion that you have to say truth, but you should not say untruth. So Satyam bruyat, Priyam bruyat, na bruyat, Satyam apriyam, isn't it? So like that, there is a story which I have told earlier. So one dacoit, he keeps chasing one person. So that person comes and takes shelter in the say ashrama of a monk. So the dacoit comes and asks, did you see that man coming here? So this monk, he cannot tell the truth. If he tells the truth, this fellow will beat him up and then rob him. So he says something else. He says, okay, the eyes which I have seen cannot tell, and then the mouth, the tongue which can speak has not seen. So something like that, and then that fellow, he curses the monk and goes away. So at least the robber had some respect for the monk. We have to appreciate that. But anyway, so there is no compulsion. If that man tells, suppose you have seen something, so if you keep on saying, then it may cause harm to some people. So there is no compulsion that you have to tell truth, but there is a compulsion that you should not tell untruth. When you are asked to say, or when you are in a position where you have to say, you should not tell untruth. So anruta tyagena, mrushavadana tyagena. Mrusha is also same. Mrusha is also falsehood. Anruta is falsehood. Mrushavadana tyagena labhyaha praptavyaha. Then kincha tapasa hi indriya mana ekagrataya manasascha indriyanancha hyaikagriyam paramam tapa iti smaranat. So this quotation we have seen in Bhagavad Gita Bhashyam also in some place. For the word tapa, manasascha indriyanancha hyaikagriyam tapa uchi paramam tapa. This was quoted earlier. Manasaha indriyanam cha means of this manas and indriyas. Aikagriyam means one pointedness, that is concentration, concentrating the mind, meditation, dhyana. So that is what is tapas. Meditating is what you are withdrawing the senses from sense objects. You are withdrawing the mind from all other thoughts, and then you are focusing on one particular thought. Upasanam tu Tailadharavat tulya pratyaya santatihi, isn't it? So it is somewhat like it is something which is undisturbed by dissimilar thought, a stream of similar thoughts, like an oil poured from a beaker. So it comes in a continuous line. So like that continuous line, there is a stream of similar thoughts, undisturbed by any dissimilar thoughts. So that is the definition for upasana, isn't it? So like that, Aikagriyam paramam tapaha. This meditation is an important thing. This is the real tapas. It is smaranat. Smaranat means because the smruti says. Smruti means Bharatam. We are referring to Bharatam here. Tadhi anukulam atmadarshana bhavat paramam sadhanam tapaha na itarat chandrayanadi. So tadhi anukulam, tadhi, that indeed is the only favorable thing. Anukula means favorable. Anukula. We use the word in Telugu also. Anukulam is something which is favorable. Tadhi anukulam atmadarshana bhavat. That is, it is in tune with that atmadarshana. It is in line with that atmadarshana. Abhimukha means moving towards. Abhimukha is moving towards that atma abhimukhi bhavat. This is something which is, this meditation is something which is moving towards Atmadarshana and not Kruchra Chandrayanam. This Kruchra Chandrayanam, where the person is fasting and then the mind may not be properly functioning. When he is totally under fast, the mind may not be properly functioning. So that may not be, and maybe he may be doing it as a penance for something else. So that is itarat, na itarat Chandrayanadi. Chandrayana, you know. Chandrayana is on the moon's cycle, Chandrasya Ayanam, Chandrayanam, isn't it? The moon's path. Chandrayanam actually means moon's path. Moon waxes and wanes, isn't it? Waxing and waning at the moon. So from Padyami to Purnima and Purnima to Agmaya Amavasya, isn't it? From Krishna Shukla Padyami to Purnima, that is waxing, waning, coming from Purnima to Amavasya, isn't it? So depending on that moon's cycle, this man starts taking 1 morsel of food a day, 2 morsels, 3 morsels, 15 morsels, and then come down to 13, 12, 11, 10, like that it comes to 1. So this is one type of Chandrayanam. Another type of Chandrayanam is starting with Amavasya. Starting with Purnima. And then come down to Amavasya. Come down to 1 morsel, and then again go to 15 morsels. So like that, from 15 morsels come down to 1 morsel and then go to 15 morsels. So something like that. So anyway, that is one type of vratam which people used to do. Maybe even now some people may be doing it. Chandrayanam. So not Chandrayanam which is mentioned here by tapas. By tapas it is referring to meditation. Then Yesha Atma Labhyaha iti Anushangaha Sarvatra. So tapasa hyesha atma satyena labhyas tapasa satyena labhyaha. That labhya is something which has to be connected to everything. Satyena labhyah, tapasa labhyah, brahmacharyena labhyah. So this anushangaha means it has to be anvaya. Anvaya means it has to be connected. It has to be connected to everything. Then samyajnanena. Now he is coming to the word samyajnanena brahmacharyena nityam. What is samyajnana? What is brahmacharya? Samyajnanena yathabhutatma darshanena. Not bhutatma, yathabhutatma. Yathabhuta. Yathabhuta means as it is. We should not emphasize on bhuta. Yathabhuta means as it is. Yathabhuta atma darshanena. As it is, he is seeing atma as it is. He is able to see atma as it is. That is it. Yathabhuta atma darshanena. Brahmacharyena maithuna asamacharena. Okay, maithuna samacharena, you have to split it as maithuna asamacharena. So, samyak jnanena. What is this samyak jnana? Samyak jnana means knowing the Atma as it is. As it is means we have seen various descriptions of Atma. That is Atma which is asanga, no kartrutva. Then say all those things, the definitions of Atma we have seen in the same Upanishad. So that Atma, he is realizing it. Then what is this Brahmacharya? Brahmacharya is avoidance of sexual indulgence. Maithuna asamachara. Asamachara means anacharanam. Not indulging in that. Asamacharena. Because we are not talking about a gruhastha, we are talking about a sannyasi. We are talking about a sannyasi and a jnani. Then nityam sarvada. Nityam satyena, nityam tapasa, nityam samyak jnanena iti. Sarvatra nitya shabdaha antyadipikanyayena anushaktavyah. Antyadipikanyayena. Antyadipika means there is a lamp which is kept at the end, and that thing has antyadipika. That thing has to be connected to everything else. So this is, you see this particular line, satyena labhyas tapasa hyesha atma samyajnanena brahmacharyena nityam. So this brahmacharyena is close to nityam, isn't it? So this nityam does not apply to brahmacharyena only. So this nityam is like a lamp which is kept at the end, which is connected, which has to be connected with satyena. Nityam satyena. Then nityam tapasa. Nityam samyajnanena, nityam brahmacharyena. So this nityam has to be connected to each and everything in that particular line, like one particular lamp which is kept at the end, and it has to be connected to the whole thread. So nityam shabdena, nityam samyajnanena iti sarvatra nitya shabdaha. This nitya shabda has to be connected everywhere. Antyadipika nyayena anushaktavyah. Anushaktavyah means it has to be connected, it has to be accompanied. This every word has to be accompanied by this nityam. Every word has to be anushanga. Anushanga means connection, isn't it? Anushanga, sanga. That is, sanga becomes anushanga. Anu plus sanga becomes anushanga, sandhi. So like this, anushaktavyah means it has to be connected to each and everything. Then vakshyati cha na yeshu jihmam anrutancha maya cha. Anrutam na maya cha. Anrutam na maya cha. Okay. So this is again in Prashnopanishad. Prashnopanishad, vakshyati cha. Vakshyati cha means he is going to say. So why is he saying vakshyati cha? Normally, only in one text, if you are going to see it later, usually the commentator says vakshyati cha. In the same text he is going to say. He is going to say, though it is in Prashnopanishad, he is saying vakshyati. That is because this Mundakopanishad is the mantra Upanishad, and Prashnopanishad is supposed to be the Brahmana portion of the Upanishad. Brahmana means it is a commentary on the mantra, isn't it? Mantra is the original thing. Brahmana is a commentary on the elaboration on the mantra, isn't it? So Prashnopanishad is supposed to be a follow-up of Mundakopanishad. So that is why Vakshyati cha. So these two are read together actually. Mundakopanishad, you read mantra, you read the mantras, and then you read the Brahmana. So mantra Brahmana yor Veda, isn't it? So that is why he is saying Vakshyati cha. Not seeing much difference between Prashnopanishad and Mundakopanishad. So that is it. Vakshyati cha na yeshu jihmam anrutancha maya cha iti. Not, this Brahman is not attained by those in whom, by people in whom, jihma means deceitful nature, jihmam, Anrutam, untruthfulness. Then Mayacha. Mayacha means not Brahma Maya, not that Maya, Avyakta Maya. Maya means something like Maya. He is also explaining that word Maya. Antaha anyatha gruhitva bahiranyatha prakashanam. Keeping something inside and saying something else is Maya. Keeping something inside and saying something outside is Maya. That is something which is a hypocrisy. That is Maya. So those people who are having this, say, jihma, something deceitful nature, and then again anrutam, untruthful nature, and then this sort of hypocrisy, those people will not attain this Brahman. So kosau, Atma, ya etaihi sadhanaihi labhya ityuchyate. What is it that they don't gain? Koha asau, kaha asau atma, this particular atma, yaha etaihi sadhanaihi labhya ityuchyate. This particular atma which is to be attained or which can be attained by these sadhanas like satyam, brahmacharya, etc., this cannot be achieved by the people of this untruthful nature, jihma, anrutam, maya. The people who have these defects, they are not going to see. Then antasharire, we are now coming to the second line. Antasharire jyotirmayo hi shubhro. Antasharire antaha madhye sharirasya. Antaha madhye sharirasya. Pundarikakashe. ज्योतिर्मयो हि रुक्मवर्णः शुभ्रः शुद्धः यम आत्मानं पश्यन्ति उपलभन्ते यतयः यतनशीलाः सन्न्यासिनः क्षीणदोषाः क्षीणक्रोधादिचित्तमलाः स आत्मा नित्यं सत्यादि साधनैः सन्यासिभिः लभ्य इत्यर्थः. Where is the line? Okay, antah sharire. Antah sharire. That is inside the body. What is the meaning of inside the body? Antah means madhye. Madhye sharirasya. What is this madhye sharirasya? Pundarika akashe. Pundarika actually means a lotus. Pundarika akasha, Hrudaya Pundarika akasha we say. Hrudaya Pundarika is that Buddhi Guha. In other words, this Buddhi Guha. This thing called cave, this cave called intellect. So in that intellect cave, where that Jyotirmaya, that Jyotirmayo hi Rukma Varnaha. Rukma I said is gold. Rukma Varnaha, this Hiranya Varnaha. That say consciousness which is shining, which is enlivening all these things. That is what is Shubhraha, Shuddhaha, that is unconnected with this body-mind complex. So it is there in the body, but then it is Shubhra, it is Shuddha. It is there in the body, it is illumining the body, it is that Sakshi Chaitanya, which is Shubhra, which is Shuddha, which is not connected with this body-mind complex. Only this Jiva, this Pakshi, one bird, identifying with this, say, body-mind complex. The real nature is, even that is Shubhra. Even that is Shubhra, but unfortunately that is identifying with that body-mind complex. So that has to come out of that notion. But then this Upahita Atma is there, this is Sakshi Chaitanya, which is unconnected. This is Shubhraha. Yam Atmanam Pashyanti Upalabhante. Yam Atmanam, this particular Atma, Upalabhante, the people they attain. Who attain? Yatayaha Yatanashilas Sanyasinaha. Yatanashilaha. The people who strive for it. Yatanashilaha. Yati, of course, there are two meanings. Yati means Yamadhatu, the person who has control, Indriya Nigraha, etc. But here, Yatanashila, Shankaracharya is specifically saying Yatanashila, Prayatanashila. That is those who make effort, those who strive for it. Sanyasinaha, those Sanyasinaha, by virtue of their continuous seeking, they attain it. Then how? Kshina doshaha, kshina krodhadi chittamalaha. So yataya kshina doshaha, those, all the defects have disappeared from them. Kshina doshaha, they are all the doshaha. Dosha means a defect. All those defects, what are the doshas? Krodha, ragam, krodhadi chittamalaha. Krodha, anger, greed, all these are they are the dirt. That is the dust in the mind, that is the dirt in the mind. All that dirt has been cleaned. It has been removed. It has been eradicated. Kshina doshaha means all the defects have been eradicated. So only those people they can see. Pashyanti labhante. Then sa atma nityam satyadhi sadhanais sannyajivihi. So these sannyasis who are having these sadhanan, satyam etc. is sadhana. Satyadhi sadhanaha is again a bahurihi. This a person who is having satyam etc. as sadhanani. So satyadhi sadhanais sannyajivihi means by these sannyasis, by these monks who follow this path, who have these tools or sadhanani, means called satyam, tapas, etc. So those people, they attain. Na kadachit kaihi
न कादाचित्कैः
satyadibhir labhyate.
सत्यादिभिर्लभ्यते.
Kadachitkam means occasional. Kadachitkai satyadibhi. So somebody, say all of us, we also tell truth sometimes, isn't it? We may not tell truth at all times. We also tell truth at times, isn't it? So, but this is not the thing which is contemplated here. It is not an occasional adherence to truth which is mentioned here. It is not kadachitkai satyadibhi. Kadachitkam means something which is occasional. Kadachit means once upon a time. Kadachitkam means very occasional. Occasionally I tell truth. So it is not like that here. In this particular case, kadachitkai satyadibhi na labhyate. That is not by somebody who is occasionally adhering to truth. He has to constantly adhere to truth. Constantly he should be in tapas. Constantly he should have samyak jnana. Constantly he should be following brahmacharya. So it is not something which is kadachitka brahmachari. One day he is brahmachari and another day he is indulging. One day he is say having samyak jnanam, the other day he is say doing something else. He is doing some yajna, yaga, etc. with some sankalpa. So not like that. He should be focused, always focused, not something which is an occasional say kadachitkai lakshana labhyate. Occasional adherence is a better word. I am not able to get another word. Occasional commitment, let us say. Occasional commitment. It is not an occasional commitment but a constant commitment. Then let us read the other sloka. Satyadi sadhana stutyartho ayam arthavadaha. Okay, 1 minute. You have time?
3 minutes.
Okay. Satyadi sadhana stutyarthaha ayam arthavadaha. Ayam arthavadaha means this next mantra which is going to be, what it is going to say is, it has to be taken as arthavada. Arthavada means just a praise. It has to praise means something which is told by way of a stuti. Stuti means just a praise. So satyadi sadhana stutyarthaha. That is, in order to extol, in order to praise the virtues called satyam, etc. Let us read the mantra. Satyameva jayate nanrutam satyena pantha vitato devayanaha yena kramantyurushayo hyaptakama yatra tat satyasya paramam nidhanam. Okay. So satyameva jayate nanrutam. So it is, this mantra is saying that it is basically to praise satya, etc. Satyameva jayate. You are we are all very familiar with this particular statement. Truth alone triumphs. Na anrutam, not untruth. Satyena pantha vitataha devayanaha. Then the scriptures also say that by this satyam, so devayana pantha is something which is well laid out. Vitatam, it is well laid out. Vistirnam, Shankaracharya is saying Vistirnaha, that is well established. This Devayana path is well established by this strategy called Satyam. Then Yena Akramanti Rushayaha Aptakamaha. Then Rushayaha Aptakamaha. These Rishis who have gone beyond this kama, beyond these desires, etc. Those people, they Akramanti. Akramanti means they attain, they reach. Akramanam. Krama dhatu is taking steps, isn't it? Yatra tat satyasya paramam nidhanam. That supreme nidhanam, that supreme goal, where that supreme goal is there, these yatayaha aptakamaha, they reach that place. Akramanti means they go near, not only near, they attain it. So we will continue in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति।